So I'm here with a social media influencer.
Fame is really tough for me. What I really want is for everybody in the Middlesex County area to refer me as their designer. That's what I want.
Amazing. I was not expecting that response. You kind of, sort of, not that recently, but started a new job.
I did. How did you know? LinkedIn?
I stay up to date on like people. You on UpNext?
I have too many jobs.
But yeah, so how are you managing having like working a 9-to-5, a nice design studio, and working on your podcast
and school? I'm not managing it. I'm not managing it well, to be honest, and I think it's good to be honest, because you see certain people online doing so much and you think that they're doing so much so well. Mm-hmm. No, I'm not. I'm just doing a lot and not at 100%. Sometimes. Sometimes I let people down. Sometimes I'm not gonna talk about my business because I'm not gonna transfer my business. Y'all not gonna get me. Yeah, you're not gonna get me. You almost got me, to tell the truth. I'm joking. But no, sometimes I take so much on that I don't do well in everything, and it's impossible to do well in everything. So to be honest, I had a job. I was a youth worker, and then I have a work from home job where I'm a digital communications person there. And then I have, I'm working with this initiative called AIR.
Yes, I haven't seen you post about it.
Love AIR. I love it. And I worked there, and then I'm trying to run my business as best as I can, and it honestly hasn't been going too well because I'm not engaged. And then I'm trying to do school full time, and I'm not doing that great there either. So guess what?
Girl, I'm stressed right now.
So guess what? Doing a lot is not great. Do less so you could do more.
I'm a big fan of do less. I've spoken to Amar about this literally like every time I've seen him. I'm like, I can't be stressed. Like, I want to live a nice life. I don't want to have too much on my plate. I don't want too many responsibilities.
Girl, I'm the same way, but why did I just...
She's not the same way.
No, I am. No, if you ask my sisters, I'm easily stressed.
Me too. That's not like I can't.
Every little thing, I'm like, oh my God, like I'm distraught. I sleep a lot because I get back pain. I'm like, oh my God. So it's funny that I have all these things on my plate. Why did I do it? I'm crazy. I'm nuts. Really, I don't know why I did that to myself.
I'm a little nervous. Like, are you okay?
No, I put in my 2 weeks for one of my jobs.
Yes! I'll tell you to quit your job. If you have one thing in your mind telling you to quit, call me. You're gonna quit the
One thing about me, Michaela, I quit every job. One thing about me, I will quit.
No, because your next employer is gonna be like,
they're gonna be like, interesting. Right, every job, interesting. No, but honestly, I have not been called to work. I'm not even joking. Like, you know how people are like, oh, I shouldn't know. You're supposed to be at a 9-to-5. I have not been called to work. I have not been called to work. No. This will take off. I know. This will take off in Jesus' name. This will take off.
But I'm planning my exit from my job with my supervisor.
Ooh.
He doesn't know about, none of the people I work with know about UpNext because I feel like that's just kind of weird. I'm very different at work, and I just feel like that's the work version of Michaela. Mm-hmm. That's what you guys are gonna get.
Do you work like a corporate job?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can't really express yourself.
I work at a nonprofit.
You work a corporate
He's
job?
He's an engineer.
Do you enjoy it, or are you trying to get out?
I love it. It's great.
Oh, period. And then you have people who love their jobs. I don't like being broke too. See, that's the thing too.
No, because
it's so bad.
God, the way that you live when you have a job and you're making a little bit of change is crazy.
Yeah,
like
it's very different.
And that's how they get you, because it's like, how could I not want to go on vacations? I literally love this lifestyle. Of course I'm gonna go to work.
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah, they got us. Gotcha.
No, seriously.
Gotcha. They got us. No, seriously. I honestly love all my jobs. All of them are creative jobs.
That's good.
So I love that.
Able to get that.
Yeah, no, honestly, it was really by God's grace. Like, the air fell on my lap, and I think that was God. But the thing is, because I'm so split with my attention, I can't give 100%. So I did put in my 2 weeks for one of my jobs. Mm-hmm. My other job is just a year kind of internship thing. So it does have an end date. Okay. If they want to keep me longer. No, it's not. I started in February. So it's not. So, but that one's not bad. It's work from home and it's part-time. So it's not bad.
Okay. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I really want a part-time job, but it's like part-time money, you can't live.
Oh no, you can't.
Like you can't be outside. And that's annoying.
Yeah.
And I don't got side hustles yet.
And recently the building that I have all my classes with is like ready to collapse. So they just were like, you guys are done for the rest of the semester. So,
see what I'm saying?
Yes, girl. Crazy.
Yeah.
So honestly, I'm not gonna lie, and I don't wish for the building to collapse, but I'm gonna say it was God. I did pray. I said, God, I need a break. Something needs to shift. He's like, I'm gonna crush this building just for you. Prayer is a life hack. Remember that.
I can't have you on Up Next and not talk about your podcast, Leko Legli's Lakai.
Perfect.
I know you guys came out and really like hit the ground running. I remember you having, you were able to like panel a talk, and then you were featured in like a magazine.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and we talked at Simmons.
Okay.
And we were scheduled to talk at other colleges, but the pandemic hit and all those events got canceled.
Well, I know it's currently under construction, but can you tell us more about how you're transitioning and beginning to gain momentum again?
Yeah, so I mean, it's tough because we did pause. I think we had a year pause, or maybe over. And in that year, a lot has changed. I would say TikTok has taken over. So I've definitely got to get on that. And then just like different things about social media, which was our number one way of communicating change. Podcasting is on the rise.
It is.
So I think there's a lot of shifts that need to happen. There's a lot of changes, I will say. This new round that is up and coming is completely different. I am riding solo this time. Shout out to my co-host, Bettina Vildort. But she will not be joining us this upcoming season. And so it's a lot of changes. So I'm like, I guess I'll say I'm rebranding. Ooh. But the way that I plan on gaining momentum is like I was telling you, just networking horizontally and continuing to be authentic. I think people really appreciate honest conversations. I think people like gossip, and I think people like tea.
Me too.
And I mean, you're not gonna get gossip, but you're gonna get tea. The tea about people's like real lives. Like I want to get like nasty. I want to get like deep. I like what the Haitian community doesn't talk about. Can we
have a sneak peek of one of the topics?
Ooh, one of the topics is going to be being gay, Christian, Haitian. I definitely am going to be having that on the podcast. I've wanted to have it for a very long time. I want to definitely have that conversation.
Now's the time.
Yeah, now's the time. I want to talk about the Haitian church. I want to talk about abuse. I want to talk about, but not heavy stuff, not all heavy stuff.
Yeah.
I want to talk about light stuff too, like love. I had a marriage series that I wanted to do. And then I want to do a lot of like entertaining things about our culture that'll play out in different ways.
I mean, what happened? Because at the end of the day, you guys were having this podcast. It was going well. You got a lot of recognition. You were gaining a lot of momentum.
What she's referring to is I said that I'm going to be riding solo. The podcast is heavily like centered around me and my co-host and our conversation, our real life conversations. That's how it started. What happened is I think that sometimes when you're in partnerships, things move a certain way that maybe the both of you guys don't agree on. And what I mean is by vision wise. Like the vision may have not been like the same. I want to be honest. Because if you listen to my podcast, you will hear personal stories, secrets that we've told on the podcast. Like people probably feel like they really, really know us. So I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh yeah, like be all corporate. Like, yeah, I'm riding solo. No, we are no longer. Yeah, things just happen. No, it wasn't, it wasn't working out. And so we are not doing it together. No bad blood. We're still acquaintances, and like, whatever she does, I'll support, and I know she'll support the podcast moving forward. So I mean, that's all it is.
What difficulties have you had now? Because I remember you saying that it's a whole other process to like solely have that trademark.
Yeah. Trademarking is a lot. Like it takes a long time. We filed our trademark, I think maybe a year ago or something like that.
Wow.
So right now I have to prove that I'm currently using the name and stuff, and it's hard to prove because I'm not.
Yeah.
And I have to show that I'm currently selling merch, which is one of the the categories I filed it under, and I'm not.
Girl, I'm cutting this out. I'm not about to use this as evidence.
No. I'll prove it by getting the website up and whatever. But I could do that easily. But I don't have the time for it. And honestly, I think it's gonna take 6 more months.
Yeah.
Because of that, I don't have that. So it's gonna take the process. I've elongated the process. But ultimately, it's a great thing to do. I think anytime you have an idea that you're really passionate about, that you know you will pursue, I would say trademark it. Because the one thing that sucks is getting so far and seeing that you have to stop. Don't say that. Yeah. So, I mean, if we did it with trademarkmystuff.com. Our attorney, her name's Kiana, and she has a team of all Black women, and she's so dope. She's very active on social media. Her content is so dope. Okay. She's so awesome. So, I mean, if you want, go ahead and go over there and get your trademark. It's very easy to start the process. You really don't do anything. You just,
and that's what I love.
Yeah, you don't do it. It's very convenient.
My money, giving
it's
the
better than going to
USPTO
and trying to do
no, because
that may be cheaper,
so many times,
but it may be cheaper, but it's tough. And if you mess something up, and you need an attorney,
I'd rather blame someone else.
Yeah,
if it's
exactly.
me, I wouldn't be able to forgive myself. Thank you for coming and being here today.
Thank you for having me. This was so fun.
I know, this was a good conversation. Yeah. I would love to be a guest on your podcast.
Of course.
What is the best advice you have for graphic designers who want to have their own company like you?
So my advice for people who want to start their own business in graphic design is to not start a business. You could definitely do that later, but I think that the key is to really master your skills in design, so that you could be a dope designer. You have all of the skills and principles and all that stuff down. And then if you want to go ahead and turn it into a business, an agency, a studio, whatever you want to do with it, then you can do that. And that's its own journey. Starting a business is its own journey, but at least you have the skills of a designer to back your company, because you can do the things that you need to do. As a startup designer, if you're interested in graphic design, I would definitely suggest going on udemy.com, Skillshare, YouTube University if you can't go to school, and just learn, the basics, the fundamentals of design, and then just figure out what your style is, and then hit the ground running. I'm Naïkey of Naïce Design Studio, and I'm up next.
You know I can't speak Creole, girl.
You can't?
You barely.
I did not know you couldn't speak Creole.
You know what? I think I spoke more Creole at PHA, and after I left, I just stopped.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like toddler. I'm
trying. You had to sometimes when you gotta talk trash real quick about the little Spanish girl.
So shady.
You
so shady.
We're so shady.
Lots of drama,
so bad.
As you can see, but
for no reason.
I'm in Creole camp with my grandma right now. Every time I go to her house,
girl, go on Duolingo. They just added it.
I know, but have you tried it? Is it
I haven't.
Good?
I heard it was good. I haven't tried it.
Okay, fine.
I'm doing.
I tried Duolingo right for Spanish. Can you speak Spanish?
Un poquito, pero no. I was taking years of Spanish at that school, and we don't know anything.
No, I'm ashamed of myself. Into some of these Haitian Instagram pages.
Really?
Because I see that they're popping. I'm like, listen, if y'all are promoting, the only thing you were like, you started too early, you did your LLC and all those things too early, but you learned a lot, because I've been learning a lot. I've taken quite a few L's already.
You gotta take the L's.
Quite a few L's, but I'm like, at least it's early, at least it's the beginning, and I know now I can move forward.